Okay, this is the new DZO CATTA 35-80 with a PL mount, thank goodness, and an interchangeable EF mount. It's actually not a bad size. It's actually quite small considering it's a full frame zoom. It's quite light considering it's not heavy compared to something like the Fuji Premista. It's T2.9, full frame as I just said. Build quality is very good considering the price. I mean, it's really good. Even if it died or fell apart, you just go and buy a new one. They're just so cheap. But I doubt they will. They just look like they're really well made. Focus is super smooth, zoom smooth. F-stop's got a nice stiffness to it. Seeing if it loses focus when you rack zoom. No, it doesn't. It holds in there. It's completely sharp all the way through. Okay, this is the big one, breathing. Well, there it is. It's very minimal. It's hardly anything there. That's minimum focus, about 2 feet. At 80mm, I mean, focus breathing, it's negligible. It's tiny, but not enough to write home to mum about. Zooming right in there, it's sharp. Look, it's super sharp. I mean, that's it zoomed into 400%. It's as sharp as a really good prime. As lens flares go, there's hardly any. It's very clean considering I'm shoving the thing straight into the sun there. Very impressive. Okay, the paired lens is a 70-135. I personally wish they made a 70-200, but 70-135 it is. T2.9. Again, easily covering full frame. Everything's nice and smooth again. Silky smooth focus. I mean, it just glides. It's lovely. I wish they'd make a 180-degree version for single operators. That'd be very handy for a lot of people pulling their own focus. It's about the same weight as the 30-80. Almost the same length, 16 blade iris, my goodness. I mean, you're never going to get wedge-shaped bokehs. I mean, that's a very nice aperture setup. Okay, for this particular lens, there's a tiny bit of breathing, but again, not enough to write home about. It's actually when you go out to 135mm, there's hardly anything there. So there's a tiny bit at 80, but again, I would never be worried about it. It's equally as sharp as the 30-80, which is good. 400% blow up in 8K, that's pretty impressive. And like the other lens, it holds focus when you zoom in and out. I'll zoom up a bit and see if it's still sharp. Yeah, it looks damn good. Again, the flares match the other lens. Very minimal. That's what's surprising. It's very minimal lens flares, which is a good thing. At 35mm, there's no vignetting that you can see, but if you grade them right in, you can see it's starting to creep in, but all lenses do that. But as a wide-angle lens goes, on a 43mm sensor, Monstro sensor, I mean, you got to say, that's great coverage. And the other thing too is the 35mm on a large sensor like that actually looks like a 24mm, so you really get a lot of width as well. One thing that's very apparent, very much looks like you're using a prime, and that's I think the beauty of this lens is it's so creamy and smooth and doesn't have zoom-like characteristics. I think as lenses go, you're sort of mad not to buy them. It's like having a bunch of primes in your bag. They're very well made. The price is ridiculously cheap. I mean, for the image quality, for the full frame ability, I mean, it's just it's a no-brainer. I mean, I'd not even hesitate putting these on a movie or any of our high-end TV commercials. Anyway, we're in, and that's my quick test. Enjoy.